hope this video motivates you to keep working on your goals. At times, I felt like I was never gonna make it, but now I'm a year and a half into my first tech job. So I just want to let you know, you can do it too. Don't give up on your dreams. Let's take a look at a perfect day of dedication. I don't get this every day, but this is what I strive for. Typically waking up at 5 a.m. I don't use an alarm. Like to get some stretching before I wake up. If you make your bed every morning, you will have accomplished the first task of the day. It will give you a small sense of pride, and it will encourage you to do another task and another task and so on. Now I look at my tasks for the day. I make this list the night before. I multitask this with some stretching and add some new tasks I didn't think of, and then a little bit more focused stretching. Okay, time to plug in the Wi-Fi, because I don't know, but I just don't trust it. I don't want to get radiation while I'm sleeping. And yeah, let's start the day. I pay 42,000 yen a month for this 2-story house. In US dollars, that's like $280 right now. Boil some water, because you know we gotta get some stuff. Not quite coffee time yet, but make a little lemon honey drink. Alright, it's 5:46. Let's go. Some early morning coding challenges on Paisa.jp. Check how I did yesterday, because the results should be posted. And how about that? Ranked 30 out of over 500 people. Now I'm gonna do a 30-minute sprint, code sprint, and we're doing some advanced Shopify development today. That's what I do in all of my freelancing work. Shopify with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Liquid. Now it's time for some breakfast. I had some unexplained pretty bad health problems, and I started changing my diet. So I base my breakfast on the Blueprint by Bryan Johnson. This is my version of his nutty pudding, but of course I'm not a vegan, so I'm gonna be putting yogurt in it, and I'm gonna have eggs, 2 eggs every day at least. And I use banana because it's cheap. Now we gotta get some sunlight, you know, just a little 5 or 10 minutes of some sunlight. It's good for your body. And it's time to start the work day. So we're working fully remote at the Japanese tech company, software company that is. And yeah, you can see we are having our morning meeting in Discord. Discord is kind of like our virtual office. And at the time of making this video, I was actually working on some React Native projects. Alright, now I think you all know what time it is, finally. Now it's probably around 10 a.m. and yet, you guessed it, it's time for coffee. Of course, I've got that organic, low-acid coffee. And today we're having a special treat. I don't normally have this, but there was some heavy whipping cream in the refrigerator, so I just put a little splash in there. Alright, let's get back to work. Okay, now we got our synthwave, 1 hour synthwave mix going. Set up the emulator on the phone, and it's time for some serious coding time now. I was doing React Native. I'm not working on React Native stuff anymore, but yeah, at the time of filming this video, I was building a couple of in-house React Native products together with my coworkers. Well, it's important to take some breaks every now and then, so yeah, every hour or two, we're gonna get up and move your body a little bit, because if you just sit in that chair all day, you're gonna kind of mold into it and become a vegetable. So it's important to get up and do some push-ups, go outside and go for a run, all that kind of good stuff pretty regularly. And yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta open up the sword and give it a few swings. Completely normal. And now it's time for lunch, so before I actually go and get my lunch, I'm gonna play the guitar a little bit. Here I am practicing some Ocarina of Time songs, because it's my goal to someday have a classical guitar concert. Alright, you guys, it's time for lunch, almost, but I gotta run to Lawson real quick to take care of some business, so just get my body moving some more, go for a little run, and here we are, Lawson. Get that running. Alright, now it's really lunchtime, so luckily my lunch was already made, so all I have to do is heat it up and enjoy the home-cooked food. Still got almost half of my lunch break left, and I forgot to put the laundry outside to dry, because most Japanese houses do not have a dryer for their laundry. Alright, there we go, nice beef curry and rice lunch with some chicken and vegetables. Could be healthier, but you know, it's all good, and we gotta have dessert. I got this from the Gracie diet, back when I was like really into Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, and this was one of my favorite things from that diet, so I still do it. Just dates, cream cheese, and some nuts. Nice, healthy dessert, and tastes amazing. Alright, almost time to get back to work, so we're just gonna munch on these date snacks and have some tea while we get into our afternoon meeting. And we've got some confidential information on the screen, but it's just some spreadsheets with kind of like the requirements of the project that we're working on and information about the database and whatnot. Now, it's time for just a quick 5-minute guided meditation, because, you know, you just gotta clear your mind a little bit sometimes. And now we just take a moment to really reflect on why we're working so hard. You know, it's important to kind of just sit back and enjoy what you've worked for, and, you know, keep your goals in line. Make sure you know why you're working so hard. Now it's time to get back into some serious coding. So this is another solid, like, we're talking about at least an hour or two solid deep work in the project. And now it is time for the end of day meeting. So yeah, end of day meeting and kind of wrapping up my tasks, making sure everything's saved, and we're done. The workday is done, you guys. So now it's time to kick my feet up and enjoy reading a book. My favorite anime, Sword Art Online. We're just gonna read the novel a little bit in Japanese, and now it's time for dinner. It's already cooked and ready to go. Once again, I just have to heat up the food. Family is gone already. They came home and ate and went out to their gymnastics and dance and all that, and now it's time to work on my side stuff. I've already had dinner, taken a shower, and now I'm gonna get into my Upwork freelancing and doing my Shopify development, which, by the way, if you're interested in that, I have an apprentice program where I guarantee you will get clients from Upwork and you can work together with me on my projects. I get you started as a freelancer, get your career started, everything you need. And yeah, we're doing it in the e-commerce niche. So we're doing Shopify development. So if you're interested in that, check the links in the description of this video, and you could definitely join my apprentice program and I could help you. We gotta get the orange glasses, you know, once we're getting 2 or 3 hours before bedtime. I want to block out all the blue light, and I might do some various other activities during this time slot, like some more coding challenges. And we are done for the night. Wi-Fi is off, phone is downstairs, all electronics are off. Now it's time to start to wind down. I've got about an hour probably before it's time to actually go to sleep. And this is where I start planning for my next day. The day starts the day before, planning out all my tasks and everything I need to do tomorrow. The very last thing is do some reading. Yeah, at the time of this video, I had just gotten this headfirst to JavaScript because it looked good, and it did turn out to be a very good book, just to kind of refresh my knowledge. And that's it. We're done for the day. Earplugs in, lights off, and good night.